Dexter Season 8 episode review video. Before I get into that, the opening important, if you're not caught up to the point where I am and rewatching or watching Dexter, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention, as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. This will be Dexter Season 8 Episode 2. The title of this episode is called Every Silver Lining. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. Dr. Vogel shows Dexter a video of her and Harry from a long time ago talking about Dexter wanting to go to a scene of a homicide when, of course, he was younger. Harry says Dexter was fascinated by the scene of the crime. She tells Dexter she helped create him. It was obvious he would become a killer. Dr. Vogel says Harry was operating under her guidance with this whole scenario. And then Vogel says she could have notified the authorities, but she cared about Dexter. Vogel says someone left a piece of a victim's brain at her doorstep. She wants Dexter to track down the killer and take care of him. But what if it's a female? How does she know it's a male? We see a scene of a guy putting a plastic bag over somebody's head. Dexter watches the DVD Vogel gave him. Harry talks about Dexter showing the killer pictures of their victims. Dexter tells Ghost Harry he doesn't trust Vogel. Deb talks to Elway about what happened to Briggs. Another morning, another body. The brain surgeon has struck again. Another piece of the brain missing. Dexter finds the plastic bag at the crime scene. Vogel shows up at the scene. She tells Dexter she got another delivery today. Same section of the brain. Vogel says that Dexter does good. What he does is good. Harry had no one else to talk to. That's why he went to Dr. Vogel. Elway joins Deb on a little entering, but not breaking and entering. Deb says Briggs was actually alright to hang out with. Keeps her mind off her shitty life. Elway tells Deb everybody knows LaGuerta was a pain in the ass. Deb, of course, gets upset about that LaGuerta comment. She says LaGuerta was a good cop. Dexter asks Vogel, "Why don't I remember you? I was 10. I should remember you." Vogel says she never met him, as Harry forbid it. Deb goes to check out Briggs' storage locker. She finds the jewelry, and El Sapo shows up. Deb and El Sapo start to brawl. El Sapo actually could have killed Deb, but she's lucky he doesn't kill people unless he's paid to. Batista wonders why Quinn hasn't taken the sergeant's exam. He knows about him and Jamie. I guess Quinn thought that he had fooled Batista, but he knows about it. And then Batista and Quinn talk to Sussman's mother, who was the suspect in the brain surgeon case. He always brings something back for the quilt at this cabin. Crime scene. El Sapo has been shot and killed. If he's been killed, is Deb in danger? Angie tells Dexter to get with the program. I think she told Masuka to get with the program, but for some reason I typed Dexter. Watching something and typing something, sometimes I get distracted. Soderquist would have said something more clever. In fact, I don't know if I've even seen Soderquist yet this season. If he's in this season, which I know he is, his scenes are so quick that I don't even spot him. Dexter tells Vogel that Deb is in trouble. Dexter tells Deb El Sapo is dead. Dexter says he was worried about her. Deb says she's fine. Deb tells Dexter that El Sapo followed her to the storage unit. Deb says she didn't want to hate Dexter because, remember, she loves him, but it didn't work out that way. She tells Dexter to get the fuck out. Go! Dexter leaves. Deb doesn't want my help, but Vogel is demanding it. Dexter arrives at Sussman's cabin. Dexter finds Sussman dead hanging. And then Vogel tells Dexter that psychopaths are a gift of nature. It's in her book. Jamie gets in a car with Quinn, and he mentions something about Deb. Quinn thinks everybody is on his ass. Who's watching Harrison during all this? If Jamie's not watching him and Dexter's not watching him, I don't know who he's with, but interesting. Maybe a plot error there on the show. Jamie yells at Angel about putting pressure on Quinn. Mind your own fucking business, Angel. Deb actually killed El Sapo, as her blood was found at the scene of the crime, as well as her gun. Deb shows up at the station. Matthews is upset she decided to chase bail jumpers instead of being the lieutenant at Miami Metro. Masuka gives Deb a hug and says if he copped a feel, it wouldn't be sexual harassment anymore. Well, actually, it would be sexual harassment. I don't know why he didn't say it, why he said it that way. Batista hugs Deb. What brings you around, he says. Deb wonders if this is about, or Dexter, I should say, wonders if this is about El Sapo. Quinn talks to Deb. He wants Deb to open up for leads for them. She's asked what happened the night Briggs got killed. She says she went to go get a sandwich, and then he was dead when she got back. Quinn shows Deb crime scene photos from the El Sapo scene. Dexter to the rescue. Family emergency. He's got to borrow his sister. I lost my place here. Okay, so Dexter tells Deb he knows she killed El Sapo. Tell me what happened. Dexter tells her they found a gun in El Sapo's glove box. Is it yours? Well, duh, it is hers. Deb says you could switch it out and get rid of it. The old Deb is dead. He just wishes he knew who took her place. Dexter does indeed switch out the gun in evidence. Quinn tells Batista he's going to start studying for the sergeant's test, or sergeant's exam. Deb shows up but doesn't get out of her car. They're at the restaurant. Is it Papa's? I can't remember the name of it. I think it's Papa's or Papa's or something like that. Quinn locks eyes on Deb, and then she drives away. Vogel calls Dexter, tells him she thinks someone's inside her house. Dexter tells her to get into her car and stay there. Where's Hannah? These episodes are kind of boring. Dexter has checked the whole house. Nobody else is inside. A DVD is left behind, and it's not one of Vogel's. Sussman wasn't the real killer, and someone else had a gun to his head. That's what's on the DVD. So Dexter tells Dr. Vogel he's destroyed Deb. He says he's a mistake. Vogel says he's actually what he needs to be. He's perfect. And then Vogel shows Dexter some motherly affection as the episode ends. So it's, I used to defend season 8 more than anybody, but I'm not liking it thus far. I think it's kind of on par with season 6 now. I know this gets better, but some people think once I think it gets better, it actually gets worse. So I don't know. I might actually have to move season 3 up by default in my rankings, but we'll find out. But this episode, it had some moments in it, but it just, I don't know, a lot of slow stuff. I'm going to give the episode a 7.6 out of 10. My character of the episode is going to be Deb. Although I put Jamie, I guess there were a couple scenes, and whoever the hell was babysitting Harrison. And then the male character of the episode, I'm going to give to Joey Quinn. I think he deserves it. Although he didn't really do a lot, but he did enough, I think, to get the character of the episode, the male character of the episode. So, you've heard what I have to say. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe you do. But now, of course, it's your turn. If you're a fan of Dexter or Dexter New Blood, make sure you're smashing that like button to help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Hey, even 3 or 4 more likes a video, it does go a long way. It gets the video out to more people than just the 20 people that watch these Dexter review videos. Share the video with whomever you want. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms, such as Instagram, Twitter, MySpace, Facebook, whatever you utilize. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode. Who's your male? Who's your female character of the episode? If you want to leave your favorite moment, things that you would change. I have some ideas of a video series that I'm going to start after I'm done reviewing all the episodes of Dexter and Dexter New Blood. And then doing my ranking videos, how many other random ranking videos I have. I'm going to talk about each season of Dexter and what I would do or not do in each season. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, you're watching the video anyway, so don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.